All right, y'all. Spencer Dutton's finally back on U.S. soil, but this ain't no homecoming. Nope. He's walking straight into a setup, and trust me, things are about to get real bloody real fast. There's betrayal brewing, gunpowder in the air, and by the time the dust settles, someone you care about ain't making it out alive. Episode 7 of 1923? Oh, it flips the whole damn story on its head. Let's talk about 1923. A show that doesn't just tug on your emotions. It grabs them with both hands and drags you straight into the dust, into the blood, and into the bitter realities of life in the American West. This ain't just your average cowboy tale. This is legacy, war, trauma, survival, and heartbreak, wrapped in one hell of a brutal emotional ride. And today, we're diving deep into episode 1 of 1923, so buckle up, because things get heavy real fast. Right off the bat, the tone is somber. You can feel it. We open in the year 1923, and it's a different kind of Yellowstone. The land still stretches out like a promise and a threat. But the world is changing. We meet Cara Dutton, played by the fierce Helen Mirren, and let me tell you, from the moment she steps on screen, you know this woman has seen some serious pain. She's not just tending to the land, she's tending to wounds. Some visible, some buried deep. She's the beating heart of this family, the one who holds it together while it's being pulled apart from every angle. Then we meet Jacob Dutton, Harrison Ford, with all the grit and gravitas you'd expect. He's not just a rancher, he's the law, a man built for this brutal land. He took on the Dutton name like it was armor, like it was a sword. And you can see it in his eyes. He's tired. He's been fighting battles no one should ever have to fight, but he's not giving up. Not now. Not ever. From the get-go, the show makes it painfully clear. This is not a peaceful time. Montana in the 1920s is lawless in a way that cuts deep. You've got cattle thieves, rising tensions with sheep herders, and the Duttons caught right in the middle. There's this clash of old and new, ranchers and settlers, traditions and progress, and no one's safe in between. The land is everything, and it's being threatened. Jacob's not the kind of man who'll watch that happen from a rocking chair. He gets his boots on, he mounts his horse, and he rides straight into danger because that's just who he is, a protector. But this story doesn't just stay in Montana. No, we jump continents, and suddenly we're in Africa. That's where we meet Spencer Dutton, Jacob's nephew. And let me tell you, Spencer is a whole different kind of broken. This man's not just hunting predators in the African wild. He's running from ghosts. World War I chewed him up and spit him out, and you can see it all over his face. The war never really ended for him. It just changed shape. Now he's tracking lions and leopards, facing danger every single day. Maybe because it's the only time he feels alive. Or maybe, just maybe, because he doesn't care if he survives. Spencer is the soul of this show's pain. His storyline is raw, wild, and unpredictable. You feel for him. You want him to heal, but you also get it. Some wounds don't scab over. Some scars run deeper than the skin. But even across oceans, you know he's still a Dutton. You can't run from blood. You can't run from fate. Not forever. Back in Montana, we're introduced to Tiana Rainwater, and her story, it's devastating. She's a young Native American girl trapped in a government-run boarding school that's more like a prison. It's cruel. It's violent. It's designed to erase everything about her identity, her culture, her soul. The scenes with Tiana, they're hard to watch, but they're real. The abuse, the forced assimilation, the loss, it's heartbreaking and it's honest. She's not just a subplot. She's a voice for so many who were silenced. And watching her fight back, watching her cling to her roots in a place that wants to tear them away, it hits you right in the chest. The show doesn't flinch. It doesn't sugarcoat. It shows you the truth, and sometimes that truth is brutal. But that's 1923 for you. Now let's talk about the real heart of this episode. The Dutton legacy. We see it in the way Cara clutches that rifle. in the way Jacob leads with a quiet fury, in the way Spencer walks through the world like he's trying not to feel anything. This family's been shaped by war, by love, by loss, and by a land that takes more than it gives. They don't just live on the ranch. They are the ranch. Every post, every fence, every damn blade of grass probably has a Dutton's blood on it. And it's that history, that burden, that keeps them going. It's a name that means something, and they're gonna defend it, no matter what it costs. As the episode unfolds, we're introduced to the conflicts tearing this world apart. The sheep herders aren't just outsiders, they're desperate people looking for survival. And when one of their own crosses the line and grazes on Dutton land, well, let's just say there are no warnings, no second chances. The Duttons make a brutal example of them, and you're left asking, was it justice? Or was it vengeance? Maybe it's both. That moral gray area, that's where this show lives. Then there's the politics, the ranching commission, the lawmakers, the whispers of big change coming to the land. It's not just the elements the Duttons have to fight. It's the law itself, the government, the future creeping in with every paved road and every new settler. The world is moving on. But the Duttons? They're rooted like the oldest tree on the property. They ain't moving. And they sure as hell ain't letting go without a fight. And as the credits roll, you feel it in your bones. This story's only just getting started. The stakes are high, the pain is real, and there's no going back. Kara's final letter to Spencer, read with trembling hands and tear-filled eyes, is the emotional sucker punch that seals the episode. She begs him to come home, because something bad is coming, because the family needs him, because the fight is far from over. This isn't just a letter, it's a lifeline. And Spencer? You know he's going to read that and feel everything he's tried so hard to bury. He might not be ready to come back, but he's going to have to. The Duttons are at war, and family, no matter how far, answers that call. So yeah, that was episode 1. But really, it was so much more than just an opening chapter. It was an invitation to pain, to loyalty, to history. A story soaked in blood and sweat and sorrow. A story about land and legacy and the price you pay to protect both. 1923 isn't just a prequel. It's a punch to the gut, a beautiful, violent, unforgettable ride. And if this first episode is any sign of what's to come, well, we're in for a hell of a storm. You feel that? That tightness in your chest? That's the Dutton effect. And we're just getting started.